Sharon Watson, Sharon Watson, Sharon Watson.
Dominate. 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 I'm talking domination.
Welcome, and we're back with the Prodigal Son podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, and on Spotify. I'm your host, Vincent Warren, and of course, we are dominating today. And today we got Twin with me.
Love dog.
Twin, you feel me? This is one of my guys, one of my homeboys, one of my kinfolk, little bro. Twin, what's up, man?
What up, man? You all right?
I'm doing straight. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Look like you fresh off, man. What's up, man?
I am fresh off.
Jeweled up, man. Hey, let me hold something, man.
I'm doing all right, man.
Okay. How you feel today?
I'm all right, man. I'm excited to do this podcast with you.
Oh, shoot. And he called me and said, man, let me do the podcast. I'm like, bro, you done missed your time, man. Look, I done spent the block, man. What's up, man?
You see what the Lord will do for you?
Man, you feel me?
Dominate.
Shoot, I appreciate you showing up for me, man.
Anytime, man.
Okay, well, I give flowers at the beginning of the show, man. You don't know I love you, bro.
Love you too.
I'm proud of the man that you've become, even though you can't come to work a full week if your life depended on it.
I've heard it. I've heard it many times.
You can't do a full week for nothing. But you doing well for yourself, man.
Thank you.
You feel me? As we say, you got off the nipple.
Yeah.
You got off the nipple, bro. You feel me? You're doing well. So let's get it popping.
Come on.
So in your perspective, how was growing up for you?
Growing up was good. I think how mom and dad, they always have separated the first four from the last three. So for me, it was always kind of I don't want to use the word difficult, but I will use the word strange, because me being the youngest of one group and then the oldest of the next group, I always got it the worst both ways, coming in and going.
Okay. No, that's a fact. So even out, bro. You still little man, you feel me?
Yeah.
So how was in the house? Was it, I know I wasn't there. So how was it? Was it everybody there at one time, or you feel me?
I mean, through the years, everybody, had a time of coming and going. But the whole time, like, when you weren't there, I was the oldest boy there. So, of course, Dad, it would be a lot of things that he would entrust me to doing that, of course, if the girls wasn't there, because they was always older than me, I would have to take charge and lead on and do things that be more responsible than, of course, Isaiah and Jeremiah at the time, because I was the oldest.
Okay. So you said you was the oldest of the three. Was that tough being the oldest of the three, or was it kind of like, I still got four other siblings older than me, so I could kind of slide by?
It was both, because when y'all wasn't there, it would be like, all right, everybody looking at you like, what we gonna do? Like, as far as cleaning up, as far as having to deal with mom and dad about the house being clean, about the expectation of what's going on at home. Like, I remember, like, even us going with Uncle Sam growing up, he called it a buddy system. And of course, I'm the oldest of the buddy system, and the buddy system was, you can't never leave your little brother behind. Mm-hmm. So I've, like, carried that with me in life. Like, Isaiah and Jeremiah, even though they're grown men, I'm still like, all right, I got to check out for them. I got to watch out for them.
Jeremiah not grown.
No,
not yet.
He grown. Jeremiah grown.
He just
man.
big. That's all right. So, what one of my questions was to you, like, I know for a long time, y'all say, Vince, you was a bad brother. Like, why? Like, I understood why I did in my perspective, but in your perspective, why was I such a bad guy then?
You weren't a bad guy because you just wasn't there. Like, I understand, like, now that I'm an adult, that you were doing things that you wanted to keep us away from. But at the time, of course, us being your little brothers, we was looking to you to be there. Like, okay, dad is our dad. Of course, he's gonna train us up and lead us. But we got an older brother. We want to go with our older brother, spend time with our older brother, dress like our older brother, do things that younger brothers would want to do with their older brother. So when you weren't there, it's like, oh, well, yeah, he talking to us, but he ain't doing nothing. So we ain't trying to hear that.
But I was trying to put y'all on game at a young age, bro. Y'all wasn't trying to hear me though.
No, but you got to understand, it's one thing to listen to you and you showing us like, okay, this is what you should do. But you just saying it and you not doing nothing following, like there's no actions following what you saying. We wasn't listening to you.
So when did it come to a point where we was like, man, maybe this nigga did have a point. Like maybe he wasn't full of it.
I mean, when I got older and I started going through things for myself, losing friends, just doing stuff. And then that's when me and you could have conversations like, I told you, man. I told you. I'm like, yeah, well, I understand.
So why these cats are suckers, bro?
Yeah, they for sure.
Sucking ducks.
They for sure some suckers.
No, for sure. That's right.
They
suckers, bro.
They sucker strokers.
Sucker stroker, for sure.
For sure.
So, all right. So what, you 23.
Yeah.
So how was it like I know you went to Belleville, right?
Yeah.
How was Belleville for you?
I was just telling my wife the other day, in school, I had a good time at school. Like Belleville, don't get me wrong, school was school. You go to school, you focus. I graduated with a 3.5 overall. Like dad's expectation for us was, have fun, but you got to handle business at the same time. So I graduated with a 3.5, and that's because I failed gym. I would have had a 4.0, but I failed gym. But
what a queaky deep.
Regardless of that, high school was fun, man. I was always the one they said you got a baby face, but I was always, best dressed. My senior year, I won class flirt at prom, so.
Bro, I see you got the chin strap now.
Watch out, bro.
You ain't got a baby face. Hey, I always tell you, man, most of them growing in, bro. You got a straight up chin strap. I see you got cut. Mike did a good job,
He
man.
did. He did. Shout out to Mike. Shout him out. Go ahead.
Players did.
Visit him. Players did on 7 Mile. Go check him out.
You feel me? Oh, yeah, Mike, he get you together. My man Rob, too. Rob in
Yeah,
Belleville called
cool
Cuts.
too.
Rob,
Cool too.
he get the job done. You
Cuts
feel
in
me?
Belleville, go show us love too.
For sure. So, you just said your wife. So it was like, dang, you married your high school sweetheart.
Yep, I sure did.
How was it?
So we got a strange story.
Ooh.
We got a strange story. She moved in to our house when she was 14 years old. And mind you, this was my girlfriend before she moved in. So, my parents always been pastors. Our parents been pastors our whole life. So when mom asked me, like, yeah, would you mind your girlfriend?
Wait, back up. Your parents, our parents been pastors your whole lives.
Oh,
well,
my whole life, our parents been pastors. And when I was 14, they asked me, like, yeah, you mind if Mercedes come live with us? I'm like, yeah. But I'm thinking like, what? Like, I don't think you serious. Like, you a pastor, that's abnormal. But, now that I've grown up, they literally are, loving people like Jesus do, taking in people that need to be taken in and loving them like their own. So at 14, my maturity level couldn't handle that. So it was blew my mind. Like when they went and picked her up and she was there, had her own room, whole separate bedroom, mom taking her shopping. It was almost like she was my girl, but we was being raised together at the same time. So it was just kind of crazy,
Man, it's an inside joke. Like, bro, you married your sister,
Hey,
bro.
chill out, bro. I don't play the incest
I think you
stuff.
married his sister, bro.
I don't play the incest stuff. No. But
That is funny as ever, bro.
for real though, looking back at it now, and mom said all the time, I thank God that she was able to move in with us at the age that she did, because I see like a lot of different marriages, they struggle trying to make two households become one. But seeing as though that we grew up together at a pivotal age, growing up, it makes the flow of our household and the expectation of our household so much smoother because we've been doing it for so long. Like it's been 10 years.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, I feel that. It's just your sister wife.
No, you heard yourself.
You feel me? Like you married your sister wife. You got the best of both worlds.
No.
You feel me?
No.
But I mean, that's good. What made you want to get married at such a young age?
Well, God was calling me for some time, and you could, of course, me just being young, me not being mature, having a mature mindset that I needed to have. I was running from God for a long time. Like I was out doing what I wanted to do with whoever I wanted to do it with. And the Lord told me that I had to get married. And that was something that I was running from. Like I heard him clear as day, you need to get married. And he didn't say to specifically who I need to get married to, but I wasn't going to get married to nobody else but her. So I told her like, yeah, we need to get married. And on top of that, she wanted to get married. Like I was 21 when we got married. She had been talking about marriage since we was like 19, because mom and dad got married when they was 19. So,
So would you suggest people around your age get married, or would you suggest them kind of just hold off?
I'm gonna tell them like they told me it's better to marry than to burn. So if you look at it from the biblical aspect, of course, if you are young, you're gonna want to have sex. Period. Like it's unless you just haven't had sex your whole life. Once you have sex, that desire, your body is gonna yearn for that. So just go ahead, get married, and work it out. If you feel like you got your person that you can thug it out with for the rest of your life, go ahead and do that.
That's true.
Yeah, like
I respect that.
I think marriages, being married at a young age, it comes with different challenges. But as long as you are willing to work at it and for me, in my mind, I always tell myself I'm never getting a divorce. Like I'm just out for me. So whatever it takes for me to make this work, that's what it's gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Man, I got a question for you. This is, bro, I let you borrow a rose gold Rolex, bro. What happened to my watch, bro?
Hey man, that was something, that was just a negligence of me being in sin. Watch this. Peep this though.
What happened to the watch?
Peep this. All right, look. So the Lord was calling me, right?
Don't blame Jesus for your stuff.
I'm not blaming Jesus for my stuff, but my disobedience, me not listening to him, being in a position where I can listen to him, caused me to have to go through stuff that I probably wouldn't have to go through if I just would have surrendered and said, okay.
Right.
So long story short, I'm in my man's house one night. We all over there having a party, and this is normal. This is on the regular. We over there and this in COVID too. We over there every day, drinking, smoking, just, doing whatever we do. One night, she was my wife at the time, but me and my wife now, we walking outside. Two armed people that just run up like, I'm drunk and I'm high, but all I remember is the door getting ripped open. I hear her yelling, and I look up. I'm like, "What the heck?" I see a big gun in my face. Now, mind you, I got on a rollie. I got on a Cuban chain, a Cuban link bracelet. I just took my cardies off. They was in my book bag. I had my book bag with me. I drive a Cadillac. They ain't want the Cadillac. They didn't steal my book bag. They didn't steal my wallet. All they took was my watch, my chain, and my bracelet. And that was what happened. They robbed me.
So some people at the party lined you up.
At the time, that's what the case may seem to be, but it's in my godly character to forgive them. So I'm just going to put this out there. If you did rob me, you know what? Jesus will want me to forgive, so I forgive you. And I love you, and I thank you for it because you done made me better.
Man, it's crazy because I was robbed a couple of times in my day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just made a status on Instagram the other day. If it wasn't for the grace, I would have been crashed out.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'd have been crashed out because these jokers be sucker ducking so bad. It's crazy out here.
I remember I got into a fight in high school. I remember, I don't know what, I think it made you so mad. I remember you just flying to the crib. you done brought your big guns. I'm like, oh yeah, we about to go get them. But I don't know. He don't even remember what happened after that. I think we just had a conversation or something. And just let it
Man,
go,
I'd be
bro.
ready. I was so ready to crash out back then, bro. I ain't, man, it just hurts my soul that Jesus has touched my life because they don't even know the end. Because I was back in the day, I was getting busy, you feel me? I was getting busy for sure. So, back to you, like, I know when we was growing up, like, yeah, we didn't have a close relationship because I didn't want to, what word I'm looking for? I didn't want to pollute you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because I was into some stuff that was just crazy. And y'all was like really mad. And I remember even Lauren was like, your brothers don't even like you. But it's like,
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Lauren, her now husband, looking at you and looking at him at the time, he was fulfilling your position as an older brother. Where we would always be with them. He would buy us stuff. He would take us Cedar Point. We would just do all this type of stuff. So looking at it from that viewpoint, okay, this is a man that we not his real little brothers, but he treat us like literally his own. We spend out at his house. But then we have an older brother that he just don't do nothing. Like you around, you come around, you talk junk, but that's it. Like it's you go on about your day. And then that probably had a lot to do with it, because it's the truth. You got one example that's leading by example, then you got somebody that, now your heart was in the right place, but like I said, we was kids, so our maturity level to handle that, we wasn't there yet.
and shout out to the Strips, man. Strips, he been my guy since high school, man. He remember the Red Thunderbird days, man. You feel me? We was getting busy at the Thunderbird right there on Leadwood. We was, you feel me, doing crazy stuff over there. You feel me? But so like, I really want to know, like, when did it switch? Because, like, a lot of stuff, I was trying to teach y'all the stuff that I was been through or seen, but it's like, y'all didn't really get it till y'all got it, till y'all got older. Like, man.
I think a lot of it switched for me, like, okay, so when I start getting close with the Lord, because, for a long time, I struggled with my relationship with not just you, but even with our sisters. Like, I was just on something else when it came to y'all. So when I started getting closer with the Lord and I, really learned about forgiving people and, no matter what your feelings is that towards them that you feel they have done to you, that don't mean that it's right to hold on to it. So I think when I, just let it go, my eyes were able to be open to see, like, okay, no matter what they did or the reason they did, this is my family at the end of the day, so I need to love them, because I don't know, one day you may not be here, you know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's best for everybody, love surpasses all understanding,
What was one of the greatest things what was the greatest thing that I taught you, game-wise?
Watch who you hang around for real. Don't just trust everybody. You gotta watch who you hang around. People say one thing and do another, so, I take that with me. I keep that with me.
Okay. So it's crazy that even, bro, you really twin. I didn't get you gave about working at the plant. You told me, man, no, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, man, I didn't. It's one of my plan to work at the plant though. Like, the plant, it made. Now that I'm in there, the Lord has truly blessed me to where I got everything I want.
That
I'm
money,
good. Yeah, you
that money,
you getting bread up in there. But long term goal, that's not my end goal. I want to do other things. So right now, because I'm this age, I want to use it as a hand up and not just long lasting thing.
So you gonna talk about Warren Works? I'm trying to
yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah, he keep on trying to steal my company. I told him, man, Warren Works, that's me. He got the same last name. He could have took it, but the Lord didn't give it to him. He gave it to me. So Warren Works, right now it's a detailing company and also a graphic design company. So if you ever need something, tap in. I got an Instagram, Warren Works Inc. Cash at me. Just bless me.
And he one of them cats that work at will. You would call him with a plan. He like, no, I ain't doing it today.
No, I'm gonna tell y'all about Mr. Dominator. Okay, Mr. Dominator is one of those guys. he want his service when he want it. You don't, if you can pay for that, but that's the extra fee. I told him you can get it 3 ways. It's 3 ways, but you can only get it 2. You get it good and cheap, and it won't be fast. You get it fast and good, and it won't be cheap. He wanted it all ways, and this just don't work that way. It just don't.
Mister, you called me today and said what?
I need a favor. That's a favor. We got to talk about that. Okay? We got to talk about
Did
that.
I come through?
I don't know yet. I hope you did, but I don't know. I'm gonna see after this. Is
Every
done.
time you call, hey man, I need to come over and grab something. Do you come over and grab something?
And
I talk to you. You don't bring it back.
I'm gonna bring this one back though. I'm gonna bring this one back. That is my true intention.
Oh, that's a true intention, but see, that's a lie, bro.
That is my true intention.
Cat. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
So I know back to like growing up, when I know we was always saying, bro, you need to, man, if you want to be grown, man, you need to get out the house. When did you decide, man, it's time for me to escape?
I wasn't listening to y'all at that point. I ain't gonna lie to you. Of course, like I was doing. Like I said, our parents been pastors. Well, my parents been pastors for all of my life. So, of course, I got a girl that's my girlfriend that's living here. Of course, I'm sleeping with her. Like, it's no, like, that's, I shouldn't have been doing it, but that's what was happening.
They was scooting in the house. Oh, my goodness, bro.
So, I remember one day, Dad called me downstairs. She like, hey, man, you either gonna have to stop sleeping in the same room together, or you gonna have to go. For a while, I'm like, all right, whatever. He ain't gonna put me out, because our parents, they ain't not the type of people that just put us out.
Ain't you a lie?
Nah, they was never gonna put me out. Maybe he was never gonna put me out. But then my girl, she kept on talking about she wanted to get out because she tired of hearing them talk, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So it's just lined up to where I'm gonna tell you what happened. I told the Lord, I said, Lord, I wanted a house. I was never the type of guy to want an apartment, due to people watching you and stuff like that. So I said, Lord, if you allow me to get this house, I will marry this girl. I promised to God. Me and her went to the house. We put up to the house and we prayed at the house. Now, mind you, I was not living for Jesus at this point. I'm like, and mind you, I wasn't working at the plant at this time. I didn't have the credit for it. I didn't have nothing for the house. I said, Lord, if it is your will and if it's true that you told me that I need to get married, you're going to allow me to get this house. So I said, all right. I waited. I'm like, she talking about the house, the decoration. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm blowing her off. The man called. He like, yeah, y'all got the house. I tell you, I was shell shocked. My jaw dropped, like my heart dropped because of the commitment that I knew that I made to the Lord.
All you heard was dun,
Yo,
dun, dun,
Vic, oh my God.
Oh, shoot.
That's when it got real for me. I'm like, oh man, I got to do this now. But, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm not happy with the decision that I made, because, of course, now I'm excited. I love my wife with everything that's in me, But then, oh, man, I was living a high sinful life. I mean, the high sinful life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, like, what did everybody else think about you getting married at such a young age? I know I gave you a mouthful.
At me being at such a young age, I've always been different. Like, I've always been different as far as my whole life. People have always said whatever they wanted to say. And I had just learned to, just take it and roll with it. Like, I'm not really worried about what nobody got to say, because this is my life and I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. So it was either I was going to listen to people that was living the way they wanted to live, or I was going to live the life that I wanted to live life the way I wanted to live my life. I knew the commitment that I made to the Lord, and I knew that, if I honor God with my life, that he would always honor me and my wishes. So when it was time for me to get married, it took everything in me to literally do it, because one, I knew God had a calling on my life, and if I kept on playing with it, I felt like I was gonna potentially die. Like that was a big fear of mine. Like I could wake up and I could not wake up tomorrow and I would be going to hell. So I just decided like, all right, I'm done playing. Like I'm just gonna go do what I need to do, and that's what happened.
So even kind of switching gears a little bit, I know you got diabetes like me and Leisha.
Yeah.
So how was dealing with that? So you got it at what age? See, I don't remember.
I got it at 5.
At 5.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of it I don't remember. A lot about diabetes I don't remember. I remember that I only like went really low one time, and I just remember mom pouring syrup down my mouth. I remember me, you know, kind of taking advantage of my diabetes in school. Like, so every year, you know, I got diabetes. I'm about to use this to my advantage. So every year, they be like, "Yep, just come to the office and you get you a hall pass." Now, mind you, I'm the only one in school, middle school, elementary, high school. I would always have a all day long bathroom pass. I walk the hallways all day.
You slick as grease, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Finessing the system.
For sure.
It's niggas like you that make it hard for niggas like me, bro.
Hey, it just was what it was at that time. But I got along with all the teachers, like, you know, so it was, they knew I was abusing it too, but they didn't care because my work was always done. I would be in the class that I need to be in, and then I'm leaving. Like, I got to go. So, this is cool, you know.
Okay. So, was it, like, now for you, were you able to get a grip on it? Like, even with seeing this stuff I'm going through, does that make you feel like, oh, I need to get?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it definitely kind of hit different because with you, I know how you didn't take care of yourself and the things that you are going through now. So, you know, when they say take care of yourself now because it'll later affect you, you know, you are seeing the results of it later affect you right in front of my eyes. But like for me, so when I stopped smoking, I noticed that I felt better. So when I felt better from that, I'm like, well, if I get my numbers together, I can even feel better than this. So I really and shout out to Dexcom and Freestyle Libre, whoever made them sensors.
Dexcom, I don't listen to freestyle though.
Nah.
Dexcom G7, bro. That's all I mess with. I started with the G6, the G7, straight up.
Shout out to them because it's a game changer. I was like you. I picked that up from you. I never used to take my poke, but now that you are able to wear that and it just comes straight to your phone, you check it out. You have no choice. Like it's just a act of irresponsibility if you don't take your insulin. If you have the numbers right in front of your face, if you don't take your insulin, you just don't care about yourself. You don't care about yourself.
So let me ask you this: Do you got a favorite sibling? Who
Nah, I got a favorite sibling.
Who do you talk to the most? Other than old dude.
I talk to you a lot. I talk to you almost every day, but we work together, so that don't really count. I talk to Lauren. I talk to Alicia. I talk to Miranda. I talk to all, I promise you. I talk
on a daily basis.
You can look at we could go through my call log. I talk to all y'all equally because I just got off the phone with Lauren today. I am her accountability partner. So I talk to her. I gotta talk to her often. Alicia, she got all the kids. I gotta check on her. I gotta make sure she good. Miranda, that's my dog. You know, that's my twin right there. So we talk about it, we laugh and giggle.
At least say you ain't good for nothing.
Man,
because you make a promise. You make a promise don't never come through.
Hey, she mad because I ain't detail that car.
See, war works. Ain't good for nothing, bro.
Man, what, bro?
And she a paying customer.
No, I don't know about that.
She may not pay you now, but she'll pay you later.
Hey, y'all see the problem with us Warrens, everybody want a discounted rate.
I don't want no discount.
I am a businessman.
I got a bargaining system.
Nah, I can't bargain with everything. Everything is not up for bargaining.
Hey, I got a bargaining system. Hey, one thing about you, I got what you want.
It's only when I need it, though.
See, no,
it's only when I need it. But look, I did just vacuum your truck the other day when you was at the house.
Oh, I remember that, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I remember that.
Yeah, you do.
You gotta show me pictures, cameras, something.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I do a lot.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay.
I do a lot.
Okay. So, like, how's your relationship with the bros?
What set of bros? Like
Jeremiah, Zay.
I think that we all have a pretty good relationship. I think that like I promised myself, like because me and you didn't have a great relationship up until like recently. I promised myself that I would always be there for them. Like I would always want to talk to them, and if they ever needed anything, even if we haven't talked in 6 months, if you need me, I'm gonna be there because that's what what a really do. So how I deal with them, I don't care if they mad at me. I don't care what it is. Y'all is my brothers. I don't address them as little brothers. Y'all are my brothers. We all grown. So we gonna talk about it and we gonna move on. Because at the end of the day, we all each other got. These other people in this world, they be on some sucker stuff. So
Sucker stroker. For sure.
sucker stroker. So
Fact.
would you rather
Crash out, man. Crash out.
Yeah, they got something else.
Crash out. You feel me?
Maybe on something else, man. But you can deal with people that you just slept in beds with your whole life. Like I don't care what it come to. I'ma always remember me, Isaiah and Jeremiah stayed in the same room for 14 years, sleeping right next to each other. Then Twan get older, he in there. That's four beds in one room.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it'll always be like type of thing because I am the oldest that I will always have to deal with them in a way that I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna always be there for you. Like that's just the type of love that I would want my older brother to show me. So
let me ask you this: when was your coming to Jesus moment?
I had a couple of them.
Well, what was one of the one that kind of like, oh shoot, I gotta.
When I crashed my car. Now, mind you.
Ooh.
Mind you. Now, mind you. I think I'm 19. I might be 20 at the time. I got a brand new Cadillac. I'm taking my girl up to see her family. Trip was cool. I'm on the way back. Now, mind you, I was smoking weed. I ain't never told nobody this. I hold the Holy
ahead,
Spirit.
Let it spill, my baby.
I heard the Holy Spirit told me, don't smoke. Right? I smoked, and I mind you, I'm smoking in the car on the way back. Now, mind you, I'm driving. Now it's snow outside, and it's like those I don't even know what you call them, but like them big snow patches, like on the side of the road up north.
Yeah, embankment.
Yeah, snow banks.
Yeah.
They super big up there, like 10 times the size of ours. Like they all over the road. So it's this big F-250. It's coming down the street. And I'm literally in the lane to go straight. The F-250 with a trailer on the back is in the cutoff lane. He must not have seen me, or if he seen me, he just didn't care. He cut me off. So it was either let her get hit or me hit the brakes. Now, mind you, it's snow and ice outside. I hit the brakes. And my car literally jumped the snowbank on the other side of the road. And there was a tree right in front of our car. It was like the angels of heaven literally landed me in the snow 2 inches away from the tree to let me know that I got you, but you need to stop playing. I didn't walk out of that accident I walked out without a scratch. I wasn't lumped up. I got out of the car trying to shovel my car out, and the accident was bad. Like I flew, like it was like some Dukes of Hazzard type stuff.
No, what?
Yeah, it was bad. No, it was bad.
So what happened after that?
Now up there, up north, it's not like regular snow trucks. Like all of those type of people up there, they are real self-sufficient. So they all got family members to come pull them out. Tow truck. I had to pay $600 for it. I had AAA. I called AAA. AAA ain't come out. So I had to call a random tow truck company, pay $600 to just tow me out. To not even
take the car,
to just tow me out. Then I'm like, all right, well, maybe the car is drivable. Car not drivable. So I had to stay over there overnight, and Max and Lauren ended up coming to get me the next day. So they drove 5 hours. Shout out to them. They came and got me 5 hours from up north to come get me, bring me home. And after that, I was driving the Lariat about 2 years.
I remember Dad was going sick. Man,
Yeah. When I got
You heard a
home.
mouthful.
Yeah, but when I got home, I was like out in that car, like it was really an idol. Like I idolized that car. So it was probably good that I crashed it because, God said he gonna bring down every high thing in your life. So it was good, now that I'm looking back that, I was able, cause now I care about cars, but it's like a different type of love. Like I don't make it an idol in my life.
You sure
So,
about that?
no, I'm sure for sure.
You
Nah.
just told me the other day you go through the car wash daily. Your car,
I'm clean
your
though.
car outside, bro. I'm like, oh, that mug is glistening.
Yeah, I gotta be
crystal.
clean. I pay for the subscription every month. Once a day car wash.
Okay.
That's just the smart thing to do. I live on a dirt road too, so
Okay.
somebody gotta do it.
You feel so? When did you feel that? Like, what do you feel that God is calling you to do? Like, what do you think your purpose is?
Well, I know God has called me to be a pastor. So in this season of my life right now, I'm just, learning and watching the ones before me in every way, trying to take from them as much as I can. Like I watch Dad, I watch Pastor Keith, their different styles, the different gifts that they flow in. I just want to be the most effective pastor, servant of God that I can be. Just straightforward, period.
Mm-hmm. So, like, not going back, like, what got you into smoking weed?
I want to smoke weed.
Huh?
I want to smoke weed.
I said, what got you into it? Like,
all right. No.
You wake up, oh, shoot, I don't smoke weed.
Nah. So really, I was just always like a big stressor. Like back then, I had a lot of just different crazy stuff going on. So when I started smoking weed, my friends already smoke weed, and before, like I'm like, man, y'all don't need to smoke weed. Like y'all don't need to smoke weed. Then one day, my friends, they would not let me smoke with them. Like, cause I told you I've always been different. Like, even I got younger friends than me. They like, nah, you not smoking weed. We know who your parents is. You ain't about to get us in trouble. So they like, nah, it's over with. So one day I'm like, yep, I smoke weed with my other set of friends. So they're like, all right, come on. We started off smoking. We was matching .5s. Like, I wasn't even buying weed. He just rolling up. Then, as the more I got comfortable smoking, I just realized that it numb your feelings and emotions, everything. So I would be like, my highest point of smoking weed, I went through a zip in 3 days. A zip is 28 grams by myself, though.
I mean, for sure. I don't want to get into. I don't want to call it a measuring contest, but you feel me? That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to be around y'all, because when it came to them Z's, you feel me? I was knee deep. You feel me? But then your daddy used to smoke. I'm thinking like when I heard you saw, I'm like, seems like you got that addictive personality. Once you find something that you like, you feel me? You just stick to it.
It's probably a generational curse. It probably is. It definitely probably is a generational curse. But I was smoking to numb my feelings away from everything. So when I start getting deeper in my relationship with God, of course, you want to see and you want to hear, because that's important in your walk with Christ, with in your relationship. When you smoke weed, when you drinking all the time, it numbs your senses. So you can't see effectively, you can't hear effectively because your senses are numb. So if you smoking weed, you can't see or hear. You can't. It's not possible.
So has it ever been a time where you have been high or drunk, but God pressed through that and told you like, this is like, bro, quit?
A lot of the times, I used to say this all the time until I came to a deeper understanding. I used to get high and I would listen to like church out, like church gospel music. I would listen
Dog,
to
that is crazy
the word.
work.
No, real
No,
talk.
but that's real. That's crazy work.
I'd be at work, I mean, I'd be fried. But you ask anybody, I'm listening to the word, like I'm listening to the word even though I'm high. And to me, because of me feeling like this weed is helping me suppress my other feelings, I feel like that I could literally connect with that more. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm connecting with the word of God, but the relationship with God, it was a disconnect. So in order for me to walk in that, to the word effectively to manifest in my life, I had to stop smoking and realize that once I cast all of my cares on him, everything will be okay.
So how long you been clean from smoking?
I stopped last year, January 1st. Every time I done stopped smoking something, I used to be on breezes bad. I used to be on weed bad. I stopped smoking weed and breezes the same year. So the first year was the breezes. The next year it was the weed. And every time, like, I think every year I'm at church on New Year, regardless of, because, you know, of our parents, you had an expectation. I don't care what you do. You gonna live in this house, you going to church. I was living at my own house. I still went to church. I went home after church, and I knew this was my last time smoking. I called mom. I'm like, Mom, I hate to do this, but this is my last one. I FaceTimed her. I said, Mom, I'm gonna smoke this right here with you, and we're gonna talk about how this is my last time. And that's
Crazy
what we
work.
did. Yeah, that's what we did. For sure.
Mom she would never do that with me. I'm gonna call you back.
No. She was like, yes. She was like, yes, that is the last one. But that's why I think mom and dad, though they are pastors, they never banished me to hell. They never told me that what I wasn't and the way I was living. They told me that if I don't get my life right, I'm going to hell. But they gave me the word of God, and I'm happy that I have a praying family, because I know that there's no possible way that I would be in the place that I am if my family was not praying for me the whole time.
So just to keeping it being, a year clean, do you ever get an urge?
Yeah, for sure. Like, okay, because
Like it'd be a smell, you smell the air.
no,
I smell that Zah.
no, not a smell. You know, when you sometimes it's not applying the word of God to your life is always not easy, right?
For sure.
But when you make the choice that you're gonna do better, you're gonna have those temptations because that's what you like. The urge and the like, if you ask Lord to take it away, he'll take it away.
For sure.
But if you make the choice to stop for yourself and you say, all right, I'm done doing this, that urge will still be there. But if you have to continue to make that choice that I'm gonna serve God, I'm putting this down because I'm gonna cast my cares. Everybody gets stressed out. Everybody starts to, maybe want to backpedal, but you have to make the choice to stand still and wait on God to do it,
Look, I'm gonna tell you when I got done smoking. Me and Jeremy, RP, that's my guy. We bought some weed from our mans, from his mans. We rolled up, we was in Grandmere Driveway. I think it was like a 3.5 in the backwood. Man, what? Smoked it, and at the time he was driving his Peeps Expedition. The Expedition had like a rail on the front. So I'm sitting there, and my mind was telling me that my hands was doing this, but I was doing this. I'm thinking like, bro, I'm blew out. And come to find out, Doggy Bone and gave us a 51. He didn't put cocaine in the weed, and I was blew out my mind. I'm thinking like, oh no, I'm cooked. And Jerry made me so mad because I was so high. He like, bro, I gotta go home because he was cooked too. I'm like, bro, you gonna leave me? You gonna sit me in the crib like this? He like, man, I gotta go home. I had to take the walking shame. I walked to the crib. I remember Garmir was like, who? Are you on them tweets again? I'm thinking like, dog, I can't deal with this right now. I gotta go lay down. I laid down in the family room, fully dressed. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. I woke up in the morning still high. When I call cuz, I'm thinking like, bro, I'm about to kill this nigga, bro. This nigga, I can't even breathe right. And I think from that moment, I'm thinking like, man, all right, God, I gotta chill. Like, I gotta chill. Cause I'm tired of waking up doing the same thing. I'm tired of waking up. You wake up in the morning, first thing you do, I gotta roll up. Oh, it's this time, I gotta roll up. You roll up before you eat.
Yeah,
Something
you
like,
definitely roll
God,
for you eat.
okay. Because I knew I couldn't do it on my own. But when I asked God, I'm like, Lord, take this away. So one morning I woke up, I was done. Like I was done. I'm not gonna say I didn't smoke after that. I think the last time I did smoke was like 2 years ago. I was smoking in Vegas. Blue, like straight up blue. But it wasn't like I was in the dark time. Like, nah, I'm straight now. I'm straight. Like I don't even want, because I got a natural high. Like I'm behind on life.
Yeah,
I get turned up on life, so I ain't gotta. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Because I remember you used to call cuz like, man, is Vince over that high? Like, man. I'm like, this guy crazy, bro. He keep calling me like I'm like I'm little bro or something. Like,
No. But I think like for me, it was easier accessible weed for me because I didn't grow up the way y'all grew up, having access to the streets like that, because dad kept us away from that. But in the world and the society that we live in today, you have dispensaries.
Oh yeah.
So I was never worried about getting laced because, and like y'all ask me that all the time, like, are you worried about getting laced? No. If they lace me, I'm going to sue them.
Hey, I remember you was like, I'm like, Evan, you ain't got no money. You ain't had no money like me when I was your age. He used to scream at me like, you were selling drugs. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you cannot. We was raised two different ways. Dad kept us away from a lot of that. I was a sheltered child. You were off the porch, jumped off the porch from a young age, did whatever you wanted to do. So it was, you can't, but now, I'm cool now,
So let me ask you this. How did it affect you seeing how me and dad relationship was growing up? So you seen the toxicity of us at one point in time.
I mean, I didn't really like you either. So I was with dad. I mean, cause at the end of the day, like you said, we was mad at you for our own reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he had going on with you, that wasn't my concern. I had my own problem with you. So everybody was just pissed off with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's good to see it now because that's the way that it should be. But a lot of the stuff that I had to do, a lot of the maturity that I had to do, I wouldn't have to do if you was there.
Oh God, here you go. Oh, you still have to
No,
do it.
I wouldn't have had to do it. No, I wouldn't have had to do it. Like, no. He would have been calling you.
I would say you might get me wrong from I'm mom's favorite.
But
no, I'm not. Jeremiah is my favorite.
Yeah, Jeremiah is my
favorite.
No, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. Mom, okay. I don't think mom has no real favorite. I'm gonna tell you why. If you do right by mom will do right by you.
Man, mom be buying all type of stuff for y'all cats. Burberry, MacBooks, even Zay. Zay called my geek anything he want.
If you do right by mom will do right by you.
For sure.
I don't think that she got no like, because Jeremiah's the baby, of course. The things that he got. Jeremiah got a lot of crazy stuff.
You know why? Jeremiah was the first one to get a full ride scholarship to football. My love football, that's my golden child.
Well, I wouldn't take that away from him, but
my look at me and she be like, you came a long way, Pooh. I be like,
bro,
okay.
y'all are girl. I remember I used to get into it with mom because, like, say I get into it with all y'all, right? Mom gonna make me go sit down, but y'all, she gonna defend y'all to the highest honor. I mean, I would talk about y'all like y'all was dirty dogs. She would defend y'all to the highest honors. For a while, I thought that mom would always, pick y'all over us. But then when I expressed that concern, that kind of just stopped. Like mom, like she kind of just stayed out of it. She's like, well,
No,
all right, whatever.
you dad's favorite. You dad's favorite.
Nah, dad don't have no
You are,
favorites.
for sure.
Nah,
that's
dad don't have no
that's
favorites.
cat.
No.
He think don't say that about Evan. Evan's always right. I call Alicia right now.
No, that's not. That's cat. Dad be hard on me, and y'all just don't understand it. Dad be very hard on me. His expectation for me is higher than it is for y'all. For a
Watch
fact.
this. Watch this. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this on podcast. You feel me? Watch this. Watch this. Let's see if she can answer.
Oh, I'm an answer, nigga.
Alicia, look at her. She's a joke. Hey, I'm on a podcast right now. Hey, I'm on a podcast right now. Who is Dad's favorite? Who you can't say nothing wrong about? Or he going, huh?
Evan.
So say that again.
Evan.
All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Cat.
All right.
That's cap.
I told you.
Oh no, but that's cap though. Dad has a high expectation for me. Just because y'all don't see it, that don't mean that he don't be doing me the same way he do y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all crazy.
And you see, Alicia, she's such an aggressor. She monkey nigga. I'm like,
we got to pray for her.
nah, me and Alicia go at it. We be going at it. You feel me? Like, get that. Yeah. So I know we get close to the close, man. I appreciate you showing up. So I got a couple questions for you. First question: if you were standing in front of Jesus right now, what is two things that you would ask him?
The first thing is, are you satisfied with me up until this point? Mm-hmm. The second thing is, I would ask him why we have diabetes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. My last question is, what is one takeaway that you can tell if you were standing in front of millions of people? What is one thing that you will tell them that you've been through that can help them? I mean, yeah, what is one thing that you can tell them that you've been through to tell them to watch out for? Like what caution would you give them? Like, hey, don't do this unless, you know what I'm saying?
I put it like this. If I was in front of 10 million people, I would tell them, the quicker that you submit to the will of God, the quicker your life is going to go. And because I feel like so many people, everybody goes through different things in their own individual lives, right? But the word of God is not going to change. It's going to forever be the same. So if you put those principles and you put your feelings to the side and you follow him, everything in your life will eventually line up. It all depends on your patience and your willingness to move forward.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And please tell the people that I'm a real one. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, no,
I'm a real one, bro.
Vince cool.
I'm gonna pop my stuff for sure.
No, yeah, Vince is definitely starting to be. I just told him the other day that I am so proud of the man that he is becoming. Not only is he becoming a better individual, but he is becoming the type of man that other men would want to be in real life for the right reasons. So I told him that I'm proud of him and that he just need to keep it on and keep on moving forward.
I'm gonna pop my stuff for sure.
I mean, you know, it's all right though.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
all right though.
Well, this is the Prodigal Son podcast. This is Vincent Warren, of course, baby. We dominate.
Dominate.